It's snowing again. Anyway, today I want to tell you how I'm saving for Peyton's college and what I've decided to do. It was kind of weird because when I looked up videos on this, like, people say, oh, we're saving for college for our children, and it's pretty much all it goes. I mean, not that you need to know people's dollar amounts, you know, but sometimes you're like, how much do people save? And that's what I was trying to figure out, and I actually ended up going on the Sally Mae website, and so by the time, there's a few interesting things I found on there. First off, only 60% save for college. I don't know what I expected that to be. So 40% of the people out there just don't plan for it whatsoever. And the other 60 is really trying. On the website for Sally Mae, it said that you can estimate that a 4-year school would be like $145,000. And then the other thing I thought was interesting is the average person who is saving for college by the time their child goes has a little over 18,000. So, like, that's the average. I was expecting that number to be higher. 18,000 seemed kind of low. I was just expecting it to be higher. So, what are we doing? Well, Chad and I met with our SmartVestor Pro in March of 2017, which was 2 years ago, and we were still in baby step 3, and we were just prepping for baby step 4, which I highly recommend that you go meet with your SmartVestor Pro when you're in baby step 3, so that when you're done with baby step 3, you know how you're gonna allocate your money, and then you have some time to decide what you're gonna do. We are self-employed, so at that time we were self-employed, so on any investing that we did for retirement, we were gonna do on our own. We didn't have an employer 401k or anything to invest in. And then when the next year came around, after we got out of step 3 and went back, you know, we don't do smooth transitions. We always like wave a little bit back and forth in the beginning of changing steps. And we started out saving 15% for our retirement, and then for Peyton, I was putting away $25 a week for her, which comes up to $100 a month, $1,200 a year. And that was like, I did that pretty much from March of 2018 till October, and then I bumped it up when Chad got a different job. So it's hot in here now. I'm sorry it's so noisy if it is, because it is cold outside and it's snowing. So when Chad went to go work for somebody else in October of last year, I upped her savings to $50 a week. So right now I am saving $200 a month for her, and I've just been putting that on the side, and I did not open the 529 plan until last week, because I was advised by David, who is our SmartVestor Pro. He's like, see, make sure you can put the money on the side and do it for a year before we start drafting it out, and you can always just, you know, dump it in. We did decide to go with our state plan just because of the tax benefits from it. And of the $200 that I'm saving for a week for her, or sorry, a month for her, I'm only going to send the plan 100. So I'm doing half for a while. I want to see what it does. Maybe I'll have another one with a different account. I don't know yet. I'm just kind of trying it out. But saving for college is hard. I mean, I went to college. My parents had a savings account for me when I was a kid, but they were self-employed and exhausted it before I graduated high school. Look, I was lucky enough that they helped me cash flow it. And my whole education, which I went to school for 5 years because I got 2 bachelor's degrees, and it was roughly $60,000, and that included my living expenses because I went to junior college for 2 years. I went to a private school in Kenosha for 1 year. That did not work. And then for my, the next 2 years I went to University of Illinois at Chicago and lived in Chicago. Loved it there. It's very expensive, but it was a good time. Chad did not go to college. He's in the trades and school's like not his thing. And so that's like another thing of why I didn't put all of Peyton's money in the 529. What if school's not her thing? Could be. And it's not like I have another kid to use it on, you know? That's it. So I think I'm gonna stick with my $100 a month and going towards the 529. The other 100 I have just on her youth savings account, which the interest on it is so pitiful and sad. I think she makes 11 cents a quarter. It's a joke. But you know, you gotta put it somewhere. And then the other thing I started back in 2007 is I opened up a UPromise account. And UPromise account, like if you shop online for Walmart or Staples or Cabela's, Bass Pro, Kohl's, I don't know if Target's on there. I know Walmart's on there. So what I do, and check out the website, I'll try and do another video on it and show you my account and what it does. Expedia's on there. So oh my gosh, if you're gonna take a vacation where you're gonna spend a couple thousand, go to UPromise and then go through to Expedia and buy your tickets, because then whatever 2 or 5% of your whole purchase, they put in a UPromise account for your kid to go to school. And you can transfer that money to a 529. I opened that account in 2007, the year Chad and I got married, and I didn't use it all the time. I would forget. I'd forget to go on UPromise and do like UPromise and then Walmart, or UPromise and Staples. But still over, well, let's see, it's 2019. So for 12 years of just going on there and shopping, I have $1,000. And once they finish setting up her 529 account, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the money from UPromise and put it in there. And I use that, like any of my business purchases for ink and toners and toilet paper, paper towels, all my bulk stuff that I can buy from companies on there that have free shipping programs. I will do that. And I will use, Staples is my favorite because I'm a Staples Rewards member. So Staples gives me a percentage for shopping there. And then UPromise gives me a percentage for shopping there. The shipping is free. I like it. Can't go wrong. And a lot of times they're this, if I'm buying something over $45 or more, they are the same price as Amazon. Amazon I don't think is set up with UPromise. I mean, I've seen their logo on there a couple of times, but from what I've seen, it's not like you're gonna get the same thing as if you buy from Walmart or Kohl's. I'll have to check it out. But UPromise is how I save for her. When she gets money for like Christmas and her birthday and that, Peyton doesn't like to spend her money. She'll gladly spend my money, but she will not spend her money. So her money goes in her savings account too. And the money that she gets, I'm not gonna put in the 529. I'll just put that in there for her. I don't know. And then last December, just for giggles, Chad and I put $1,000 of hers into peer lending, which is I think we went through lendingclub.com. I have to look. So I mean, for $1,000, she made $88 in interest last year on that, which isn't bad. I mean, it's better than the 44 cents she got from her other savings account. But I don't think Lending Club is for everybody. It's kind of risky. Some people have very definite opinions of peer-to-peer lending. I thought we would just try it to see, can you make money or not? And you can. It's $88 we didn't have before, then it beats 44 cents. So right now we're just doing the $50 a week. She's getting $100 a month in her 529. The other 100's just going to sit, and we're gonna take it from there. I don't know. I think it seemed more complicated before we started, and then once you open the account, it's like, oh, there the money goes. Okay, that's it. The hardest part about saving for your kids' college is just doing it. When Peyton was, I opened her savings account the day I got her social security card in the mail. I just went to the bank, opened her an account, put $100 in there, and you know, as she got gifts and stuff, I would put them in there. And I wanted to save for her, you know, whether she goes to college or needs a car or trade school, whatever she's going to do. And this was before we were debt free, obviously. I had such a hard time putting something in there every week. Like, I had a hard time doing $1 or $5. I did that 52-week savings plan where you start the first week of the year, you put in $1. The second week you put in $2. The only thing bad about that is at the end of the last 4 weeks of the year, which is Christmas time, $200 of your budget's going into that. So then I tried reversing it the next year. Oh, we didn't make it. I think I saved, like, I think I made it to March. And I started with the big numbers, like 52, 51, 50. I was going backwards through the month instead of, like, it didn't work. It didn't work because I didn't have a plan. Like, that was my one dot plan in the middle of a financial cluster poo. So it wasn't gonna work. It didn't work. And then once we decided to get debt free, that was good. It's still weird. I don't talk too much about that kind of stuff with my family and friends. Like sometimes someone will make fun of my car because my car is so sad right now. It is so sad. It's got like, this car has just kissed everything, okay? So like the whole front bumper is all just ripped to hell. Every time I go to put gas in my car, I'm that idiot that like hits the pole with the door. I just don't, it gets to a point where it's so bad you're like, I don't care anymore. It's fine. It's fine. When I go grocery shopping now, so my cart doesn't blow away, I just wedge it right up against the trunk. Why not? It's all marked to hell anyway. It is just so sad. I bought this car brand new. It's 16 years old, you know, but the air conditioning works, the heat works, the heated seats work. It's fine. But, you know, my friends and family, they're doing the brand new cars every 3 to 5 years, or leasing cars, and that has been, I don't know, a huge money savings for us to not buy vehicles. And we maintain our own vehicles too, so we don't have that expense either, which is nice. Yeah, my car is sad. And honestly, I don't leave my little village. My warehouse is a mile from my house. My biggest ride of the day is driving my daughter to school, which is 2.5 miles away. So, I mean, I'm not really concerned with the reliability of the car because I pretty much can walk home from everywhere I go with not having it be a big deal. You know, like, scary thing is the roads out here, because it's like farm country and there's a lot of weirdos. When I was younger, people would stop and offer me rides. Like, always the weird, scraggly looking guys too. I would just go sit on the neighbor's porch and they would be like, oh, someone tried to pick you up again? I'm like, yeah. And that's when I got a treadmill, because people are creepy. It's not safe, don't do it. Don't walk by yourself anywhere. Sometimes I think about the stuff I've done and I'm amazed I'm still alive. But, and then I have a daughter, so now I think about that kind of stuff all the time. But, all right. I have to go to work. It's 9:02. I am late. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to see some more videos from me. I will be showing you my You Promise account and letting you know how my 529 investing is going and how the lending club is going. Subscribe. Click the bell. Check out my website. It's right now, I think it's jayleeholbrook.com. I'm probably gonna switch it back to simplebusinesssimplelife.com. I have not decided. I'm working on it. It's like a work in progress. I'm currently building a new store and I got a bunch of other stuff going on, so I'm just exhausted and crazy, and that's what I gotta go do right now. But subscribe, like, click the bell. I love you. I will see you later. Have a good weekend.